From Trinidad and Tobago to Atlanta, Georgia, to Def Jam Records to independent artist, Trinidad James kind of came and went in the eyes of fickle fans. In order to make sense of his career trajectory, here are the answers to where is Trinidad James now. Early life. Nicholas Williams, now known to audiences as Trinidad James, was born on September 23, 1987, in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. His family moved to a number of places before settling in Bronx, New York, where he played basketball and attended Catholic school. By 2011, Trinidad began rapping and has since listed Jay-Z, Cameron, T.I., and Young Jeezy as some of his most important influences. All gold everything. On October 16, 2012, Trinidad James released his eye-catching All Gold Everything video, and the buzz took off to the point that his Fashion Frenzy viral video has over 30 million views on YouTube. Some of its lyrics were sampled by Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars in their lyrics for their single Uptown Funk, in particular, the "Don't Believe Me, Just Watch" part. Uptown Funk went on to tie the record for second longest run at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in history. 14 weeks. For his contribution to that record, Trinidad gained a songwriting credit as Nicholas Williams, as well as a share of publishing royalties for that track. Given the popularity of that recording, it's clear that he could be making significant money from that recording for years to come. Def Jam. Not too many I should tell you, I got dropped by the label. My album is now free. If you hear your beat or verse on it, I hope you won't dab cause I got no money. After months of not releasing any music, he announced that he had been dropped from Def Jam on August 1st, 2014. He let his fans know that he was planning on releasing his album free. That stigma clung quite stubbornly. Life after Def Jam. In 2015, Trinidad James released 3 albums. The Wake Up EP on January 3rd, 2015, No One Is Safe on January 20th, 2015, and Trips to Trinidad EP on April 18th, 2015. Each of the pieces was released on the Gold Gang label. According to James, he came into 2015 guns a-blazing. That year, not only did he drop 3 projects, but he got his label Gold Gang Records in order, and he had 5 artists signed to his new company. He told the media that he took the fallout with Def Jam as a sign from God saying to keep working. He claimed, even when the clouds come and you don't really see no light, that was the life for you to have something to keep working for. And he even threw some shade at Def Jam when he argued, if you're a label, you shouldn't be signing artists to a major deal off of just a single or a hot song. That's stupid as fuck to me. When asked how he felt about being independent versus working for a label, he argued that he preferred to be an independent artist. He claimed that working independently gave him the opportunity to not necessarily depend on others or make it his life's ambition to be signed to a major label. He maintained that given his own streak of luck, it might be best to avoid problems and hiccups that come with being signed to a major label. This, of course, he argued, depended largely on the type of artist you were. As in the case of 2015, Trinidad remained productive in 2016. By April 2016, James released the single Just a Little Thick, She Juicy, featuring Mystical and Lil Dicky. That year, Trinidad released 2 albums. The first was Trappy Mother's Day EP on May 8, 2016, and the second was The Wake Up 2 on the eve of the 2017 New Year. Since his early 2017 release, audiences haven't heard much from Trinidad James.